There'll be a vegan option at one end and Michigan's at the other left with meat sourced from humane farms.
Wallensburg, the spectrum of refreshments offered at an upcoming event here reflects the broad scale of individual interpretation of animal welfare, Tara Powers says.
And so Powers, executive director of the North Country SPCA in Elizabethtown, expects some lively discussion at the town hall-style event on animal cruelty set for Saturday, May 5th, at the Wallensburg Grange Hall, located at 1610 Route 22 at Wallens Bay Road.
The SPCA is hosting the informative event in conjunction with Adirondack Wildlife Refuge.
It will kick off at 3 p.m. with a panel discussion and Q&A session featuring Powers, Wildlife Refuge founder Wendy Hall, Essex County District Attorney Christy Sprague, and New York State Animal Protection Federation Executive Director Libby Post.
The DA has been instrumental in moving this forward, Powers said.
In Essex County, a new tethering law now limits how long dogs can be tied outdoors, and a hotline gives people a place to report suspected animal abuse. This town hall is an important opportunity to increase awareness, hear from the organizations and community leaders devoted to animal welfare and engage the community in the discussion, Powers said in a press release. We're excited to explore this important issue with members of our community. And the topic of wildlife adds a new element to the mix. We're looking forward to discussing animal cruelty, especially as it pertains to wildlife, in this forum, Wildlife Refuge founder Wendy Hall said in the release. The Adirondacks are host to many wild animals, which makes this issue particularly critical to our area.
The event will feature informational tables from Crane Mountain Valley Horse Rescue, the SPCA and Wildlife Refuge.
All three will bring animals for a meet and greet set for 5 to 6:30 p.m., including a miniature horse from Crane Mountain.
Activities for young children will be provided during the panel discussion, from 3 to 4:00 p.m.
The light food available, with a suggested donation of $10, will also include pasta salad.
Powers said her goal is to bring together a loose coalition of stakeholders, advocates in the larger community to have this very important discussion.
Part of that will be education about the laws in place to protect animals from cruelty.
Working to change laws and provide resources for the state's network of animal shelters is an important part of the work we do, Post said in the release.
Educating the public and getting them involved in advocacy on the state and local levels is key. That's how we got $5 million in the state budget for the Companion Animal Capital Fund, not only this year, but last year as well. People spoke out, and the legislature listened.
Dog bites will be on the agenda.
Christy will be able to speak to that from a law enforcement perspective, Powers said.
And she, herself, can talk about the challenge from another angle.
Dogs, while companions to people, are still animals, she said.
If you have reactive animals, there are certainly things you can do, she said, noting the importance of training as one of those. The worst thing you can do is ignore it and hope for the best.
Follow-up to the town hall will be a newsletter summarizing the panel discussion and community input, Powers said, and recommendations on how to go forward.